Hello!
Hello!
We's back.
Yes, with possible murder lady and coffee bean hair.
Yes,
Yes.
those are their names officially. Because if they call them Car and Annie Bell,
There will be murders.
there will be murders. Because I will murder them myself by switching off my computer. That's
With a
how
brick.
this works. With a brick. To be fair, I could just get my cat to sit on top of it. She'll do that. She's done it before.
Just bat the button.
It's on top of the machine now. So when she sits on top of the machine...
Oh, good. That's... Yeah.
Yeah. That's how this goes.
A friend of mine's cat likes to sit on top of their skybox and bat at the buttons on the front.
See, I find that more funny because it's just TV.
And also it's someone else.
And it's also someone else. Yeah, that helps. That always helps. But it doesn't help when I'm recording and they do it and I'm like, you little shitbags. Because I do say that to them because... Well, they're little shitbags.
Accurate description.
It's an accurate description of cats. Anyway, we have a game. We should probably... Right, so here's the thing. I said I was going to go back and deal with Isabella and Dominic and make them the love interest and we'll do those. Probably not going to manage that today because I haven't done it yet. So, if the game ends over on Corpse's channel today, you'll get that next week because I think it'll be quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, we could get started straight away because I don't think I've got anything else to say. Is there anything else?
First on for everything.
Oh, go fuck yourself. With a hammer.
No.
And a kiwi.
No.
I'm not sure if I'm talking about the fruit or the bird.
Or just New Zealander.
Just New Zealander. Right up the... Well, that's less fucking yourself then. It's,
yeah, that's just sex, really.
Yeah, at that point, it's just like, all right then.
Go and masturbate with another person's genitalia. That's...
I think you don't understand how the world works. So anyway, we have the psychopath and... I don't know, I don't think she's a psychopath. She seems relatively sane.
Yeah, she's probably just hiding it.
Yeah, aren't we all? Let's be honest about it, you know. Okay, give me a call tomorrow and we can talk a bit more. Okay. Okay, actually, are you busy tonight? I've got to meet Elizabeth for some chemistry notes, but I'm free later. Awesome. I feel like having a night out. I'll meet you at the cafe at 7. Sounds perfect. See you then.
You know how this lady is slightly taller than Anne?
Mm-hmm.
You know how her skirt stops at about the same level? Anyway.
I wave goodbye for now and start thinking about what we should do tonight. Oh, crap, yeah. I've got a paper I have to finish for Professor Merriweather's class. Text Carmen as I walk back home. Luckily, she forgot hers too, so I don't feel so bad.
So neither of you get it. Wait a minute. What did that achieve?
Don't know. I don't know. Yes, we're doing... Oh, of course.
Yeah, get the stats or die.
Get the stats or you don't succeed.
Yeah.
I am okay with this.
Yeah.
Tonight's the big night. Everything I've worked for comes down to tonight.
Really, I would have thought it'd come down to your university results, but okay.
Okay, I think we've got everything ready for tonight. Max is ready. We've got lots of attendees. Now we just need to handle the bill. I was just about to go down and put our check in for the hall tonight, which means it's time to make sure our money's ready. Yeah, definitely. Of course, it's not too late to call it a day. Maybe just get your friends together at house and have a quiet drink together. We'd be disappointing a lot of people, though.
Shouldn't they have budget? Shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Shouldn't the figure have been mentioned before now?
You would have thought so.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just hoping you don't feel trapped. I want you to have fun tonight at your own party. After all, no need to feel stressed. Well,
Play event?
yeah?
Yeah? No, I knew it'd be the wedding again.
Why the wedding?
Rock and roll!
Rock and roll wedding. Woo!
This is the most metal party we've been to, because I don't get out much.
A few hours later, I'm standing in a rented party hall watching everything get set up. Max and his band are on stage getting their sound check done and everything's sounding great. Bartender is setting up his wares over in the far corner. He seems like an entertaining guy, so hopefully he'll be good for the party. Carmen is supervising the ping pong tables being set up and making sure the gig goes in the right spot. Carmen, this is an official building. Is it okay that we're serving alcohol in here? Oh, don't worry so much. I know the lady who does the paperwork for this place. We have a deal. As long as they don't see it, it didn't happen. I don't think any college in America would ever buy that.
Yay, corruption.
Yeah. We're in the clear as long as nobody calls the cops. I won't be calling them, will you? Fair enough, no. I spend the next 20 minutes or so all over the hall making sure everything is set up properly. Hey, Anne, anything I can help with? Oh, Sally, I don't think I've got anything right now. Can you make sure the band is going to be ready? We're going to be opening the doors soon. Well, sure thing, boss. I chuckle embarrassedly. I'm not even sure... I'm not even sure when she came in, but she'll probably just she's just here to visit her boyfriend before the show. What? Their boyfriend? What?
Oh. Her and Memphis got together. Okay.
Okay.
That could have been done with being mentioned.
Yeah. Sure enough,
he just bought her
a Valentine's Day gift and...
Wasn't some kind of book from the pawn shop?
Something like that, yeah.
Gorn, of course.
Yeah.
It's an interesting relationship going on there.
Sure enough, she runs up to Memphis, planting a kiss on him before giving me a thumbs up. At least I know the band will be ready. Finally, it's time to open the doors. Are you ready, Annie Belle? As I'm going to be. All right, close the curtains. You've got 20 minutes until curtain, Max. He waves and nods as the curtain closes. I take a deep breath and finally open the doors. The line is down the block. It takes us a while, but we finally manage the system to get people in.
Open the door.
At last, the line at the door starts to die down. I feel it's about time to start the main event. The wedding buffet!
Yay!
I gather up my courage and grab the MC's mic. You can do it, Annie Belle. I smile at her and head up onto the stage, looking over the sea of expectant faces that makes me more than a little nervous. Can't believe they actually all came to a party I'm throwing. Neither can we.
Probably just got round that there'll be booze.
I think that's probably fairly accurate.
And probably cake, looking at the scene.
Yeah.
There should probably be a giant cake somewhere. But to be honest, a giant cake is a good way to attract people.
Yes, I agree. Finally, I steel myself. This is what I came to college for. This is why I left my home city and travelled out here. So that
it's a city now? I thought she came from a tiny village in the middle of nowhere.
Something like that. I don't know. She did say something about being like a hick, didn't she?
And from being out in the country.
So I could break out of my shell. So I could stand in front of a crowd like this and not die of shyness and embarrassment. Greetings, everyone. I'm Anne, your host for this evening. I'm so glad you could come to my party. It's a smattering of polite applause. Not much enthusiasm, but I just grin and soldier on because I've got no charisma. I know a lot of you are freshmen like me, and we're getting towards the end of our very first year of college. It has been an incredible journey, and I'm glad I could share it with all of you, even if I don't necessarily know you just yet. Hopefully by the end of the evening, that will be different.
Gang bang!
Point is, we still have a long way to go, and I, for one, am so happy that I've had all my friends to help me so far. Just know that together we can support each other and do even better in the years to come. Crowd chills and yells for me. It's probably the most touching thing I've heard all year. And I said it.
Beer already.
Yeah. Try my best not to let emotions overtake me smiling at the crowd. So without further ado, let me present the first of the evening's entertainment, another freshman just like us, Back Alley Flash.
Which is exactly what Max would do.
Yeah. He just would. A step back, gesturing towards the curtain as it opens. Max steps up to the mic, looking over the crowd.
Hey, give a hand to our hostess, everyone. Now let's do this party, right? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, squiggle, 4.
Yes, the squiggle was the important bit. Max's band sets in for their first number and the crowd starts getting into it. For the next 45 minutes, they play their hearts out, filling the room with great music. About halfway through, there's a bit of a rumble over near the bar.
Stampede.
I grab a couple of the bigger guys and we luckily manage to calm it down before it gets too heated. Luckily, it just seems to spur everyone else on. Bartender even makes it part of his show. How? How do you make a fight part of your show?
I don't know, maybe he's kind of juggling cocktail bottles over the fight or something.
Maybe. It's a pretty weird thing. Breathe a pretty heavy sigh of relief there. As the band plays, the audience gets dancing. I try not to get in the way, cutting my way through the crowd, but trying to find people I definitely know. Dance with a few people, mostly just trying to find someone I know. Oh. At one point, I spot Carmen, and I think I'm going to about dance with her, but I see she's dancing with Rakesh, and he's got his hands on her butt. And she's got her hands on his. Well, I'm not going to intrude on that. Please don't. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't need to know this.
Please, no. Finally, I spot my roomies dancing in a circle in the crowd. I make my way and start dancing with them. They all grin and wave, except for Rakesh and Max.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And Sally is probably still in Memphis somewhere.
Yeah. At last, the band's finished. So basically, she's dancing with Dominic and Isabella.
Yeah.
Okay. At last, the band finishes their set and even the encores. The crowd stops to cheer. It's a really fantastic show. Curtain closes and everyone goes back to talking amongst themselves. Suddenly, I feel a presence behind me and Max appears in the circle with the rest of us.
Oh God, it's Captain Gropey. I mean, hello. Yeah.
Well, is everyone having fun? Roomies look around at each other. Seriously, Anne, this is a great party. We're all so proud of you for putting this whole thing together. Everyone else nods, grinning at me. My heart swells with pride to know I've done such a good job. Well, night's not over yet. I'll bet dish duty for the rest of the week I can wipe the floor with any of you suckers at beer pong.
Oh, you are on!
We all laugh as we head off to enjoy the rest of my big night. That's weird. Just weird.
That was a bit strange, yeah.
That
wasn't even the climax? What?
You feel like it should be the climax, shouldn't you? But it's still going.
All right, kids. You've got finals next week, so I'm sure you've all got plenty of studying to do, because I've taught you nothing. I could try teaching you something that's going to be on the finals, but really, why should I start teaching now?
Because you're a teacher?
Yeah, that's
job?
fair.
Professor Fraser's slide on the projector just says study before walking out of the room. Half the class opens their books and starts studying, and the other half starts standing up to pick up their things. Not sure which I should do. Yeah, play it.
Have fun.
Well, if I'm going to study, I'm going to do it in my own place. Pick up my things and head out the door with a bunch of the other students with the same idea. Make my way over to the cafe. I figure I'll get a bite.
You don't live here.
No. Anne, I guess the gang's all here. I look towards Sally's voice and see that all of my roommates really are here. They've gathered around a table in the corner. Looks like even Isabella took a break from work to sit down.
We all just kept coming in, one by one. Dar, I suppose our great minds have thought alike.
This is weird. There's an empty spot near everyone I slide into as everyone grins. Is everyone else's professor as crazy as Professor Task?
No, he's the only asshole with tenure around here. I think the schedule's all just worked out.
Oh, wow, we almost never get to do this. This is so nice. What do you mean almost never? You live with each other.
Yeah, we should get together more often. You know, like we do in our house. Most of you are pretty alright. Oh, God.
Isabella punches Max in the arm as we laugh.
It's been a long year, hasn't it? It really has been.
Lots of fun, though. Yeah, I think this is the most fun I've ever had this year. Just sitting here with you guys. Yeah. This moment right now. Most fun ever had, ever.
And you managed to learn a lot too. I've been quite impressed with your results. Stop going through our stuff, Dominic.
Thanks. Honestly, you've all been so nice to me. Really appreciate everything you've all done for me. How about I get everyone a snack today if you're not already full? Everyone cheers, and a few minutes later I approach the counter to make an order. So wait for the other clerk to get my order ready. I look back at the table with all my roommates. Friends. Sitting around it. It's been a good year, and frankly I can't see... Wait. Oh, this might be the ending. Can't wait to see what happens next. Next 2 weeks, yeah. Fairly flew by. Right. Between my finals and everyone else's, I barely got to spend any time with my friends. Put a lot of work into this last final, but it's not really my last one. Sometimes the idea of 3 more years of this seems incredibly daunting. But I know I need my education, so even though there's a lot of hard times ahead, I know the payoff will be worth it in the end. Probably wouldn't even be on campus today if I hadn't needed to sell some books. As long as I was here, though, I went ahead and printed off my grades for the year. Despite all the craziness this quarter, I've even managed to keep my grades up. It's nice to see all my hard work paying off in my grades. This is a very odd epilogue. I guess it's because we didn't manage to get to bang anyone.
Yeah, well, because we tried 3 different people. But we didn't help.
Yeah, that's probably it. As I walk back towards Latin House to pick up something for a trip back home, a couple of people wave at me. Oh, I think they may have been at the party I threw those... I threw those weeks ago. That's a really awkward sentence.
Yeah.
It's not just me, it is just really... Yeah. I feel proud I can look them in the eye as I wave and smile back.
Because she was expecting to get drunk and do something really embarrassing.
Yes. They smile at my acknowledgement before going on their way. My party was at least fun for people, if not the greatest party in history. I'm just happy I managed to throw one. Finally standing back on the porch of Latin House, I think over all the things I've done this year. Smiling to myself, I open the door and head inside. Head up to my room, looking around at my... That was a moment of there was going to be someone waiting for you, and there isn't.
Yeah.
I head up to my room, looking around my things. I start packing a few things up. I won't be needing to bring too many things, and I've already made arrangements to stay here next year as well. I may be going to see my parents for a while, but I'm really looking forward to coming back out here to college. Really...
But everyone else is going to be here as well, so how does this end the story?
Yeah. Really just can't wait to see all my friends again. Even it feels a little weird just to say that. All my friends.
God, you're pathetic.
She is pathetic. When I came out here, I thought I was going to have barely eke out an existence in the shadows. Now I feel like I've climbed a mountain. Made friends in a bunch of classes, not to mention all the friends I've made in the dorm itself. Oh, God. That's how badly we fucked up. None of the people from Latin House want to be anywhere near us. Hannibal, you here? Oh, I forgot to invite Carmen to come help me pack. All right, here, Kaka. Looks like it's just you today. Hoping Rakesh was still around? Maybe.
Oh, God, that face.
Yeah. Awful. Here I am, going away for the summer, and you just want to flirt. There's no sting in my words, and we both laugh about it.
Oh, she doesn't want to flirt.
No, that's exactly the opposite of what she wants to do. Well, no, it's not the opposite.
She wants to ignore the flirting and go straight for the bouncy.
Can't believe we finally made it through freshman year. This has been exhausting, you know. Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun too. Oh, definitely. After all, I met you this year, didn't I? Serial killer. Exactly. Together we pack up a few things for the trip back. I tell Carmen about all the bags I arrived with, how nervous I was back then. We laugh about it now, but I really have come a long way. Just the two of us to pretend to pack, but we really just chat and gossip and talk. You know, like friends do. And that feeling alone makes every single thing that happened this year worth it. Now that I know I've got all my life in front of me with friends like Carmen and everyone at Latin House, I think I'm really getting ready to face the whole big bad world.
You'll get destroyed.
Maybe not the whole world, not at once anyway. So yeah, that's the last thing I remember doing my first year of college. It's been years since I thought about my college days. As I look back at the time I spent in Latin House, it was definitely the start of a new chapter for me. World seemed full of new possibilities, and I really think I want to seize all of them. I think I'm happiest, though, that I managed to meet all those people and keep my grades at an acceptable level. Graduated with honours at library science degree and a minor in English. Most people never expected any less, but I admit I had to ignore people pretty badly sometimes to keep myself out of trouble. Whatever did happen to the others, it's hard to remember everybody these days. Let's see. Isabella eventually went to Mexico. She stayed pretty much exactly long enough to get her master's in teaching. Teaching? Okay. I long ago lost count of the boyfriends and girlfriends she had during the course of college, but to her credit...
She had one.
That we know of.
Yeah.
She never cheated on any of them. She writes every once in a while and promised to put me up if I ever make my way down there. Rakesh went home that summer but was there again next year. Apparently managed to string them along for 5 years before he started making enough to live on his own. He followed his art bug and actually managed to get several pieces into a local art show before sending it to a design firm. Sally managed to get arrested 3 times during the course of college. That was usually at some protest or something, so she tended to get off with just a slap on the wrists. Eventually, her willingness to be stupid in the name of a cause got her noticed by a World Animal Foundation. She eventually managed to get her degree. Now she does publicity for the foundation. Surprisingly, she and Memphis actually stayed together through the whole of it. They really did their best together. I don't think it ended until a couple of years after college. As for me, well... Oh, those are the only 3 people that we that liked us. So basically Dominic and Max just went, fuck you.
Well, it's fine with Max, to be honest.
Yeah. And to be fair, Dominic's a bit shit.
Yeah.
I learned so much that first year of college, not the least of which was to be myself and not to be so afraid of people. I mean, I don't think I got over myself entirely that first year. It took me quite some time to figure out how to be me. I worked at the campus library for a few years after graduating, but when budget cutbacks hit a few years later, I had to get a new job. But yeah, everything else about me you probably already know. And at any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I've been talking about myself for ages. How about you? How was your college experience?
What?
That's freaking weird.
What the hell's going on?
This would be something.
It's just meant to be, oh, look at the memories we've made. Everyone was annoying.
Okay, so... Yeah, I guess it ends...
Oh, God. It's going to make some weird images.
That's...
Go on, let the faces overlap. Oh. No, Max just gets his face in her cleavage, finally.
It's all that he wanted, let's be honest. There is no music because I've turned the music off because it's really loud and annoying. And I don't like it.
Halloween music was made by a lady called Hell, so that's appropriate.
Yeah. So,
But.
Yeah, basically. Huh. Well, that was anticlimactic. I don't think it should be that difficult to end up with people. If that's
well, basically, get the impression you have to choose someone right from the get-go.
And
then just grind.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to figure out another recording date. And so the stuff that I'm gonna get us banging Dominic and Isabella, I think.
That's a lovely image.
Yep. It's an Ann sandwich. So yeah.
So here, yes, back to the regiment of irritation. Ugh.
Yeah, so
and they're not roommates, the housemates. Anyway,
that really pisses you off, doesn't it?
Well, because it's bleeding obvious. With roommates, you share a room with, hence the name. Housemates, you share a house with. It's
okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get with Isabella and Dominic, and I'm going to load up a whole of those save game files so you can just go, that's shit, that's shit, that's shittera. So basically the bits that we don't see will be on Corpse's channel at some point when we've got another recording day, because we can't do that now. So this is the ending that we got. Look at Corpse's channel for the endings that we could have got, because I'm getting a gameplay mechanic list thing and going through that because it seems
that sounds fun.
To be honest, I do what I can to make videos, she said smugly. Yeah, no. It's got to be done, because I'm not letting it end like that, because that's bullshit.
Well, I think the ending's going to be fairly bullshit anyway, but
Anyway, sorry about that. I had to get the door in an emergency, so basically, there are going to be bullshit endings on Corpse's channel when I get to do it, because
Yeah, because you can't do it when you don't get to.
Yeah, that's how things work. Anyway, this has been Roommates with the really crappy bullshit ending. If you want to see better endings, Corpse's channel will have them eventually.
I'm not sure better is the right term. The game probably thinks they're better.
If you want to have the banging endings, it's Corpse's
the endings are more likely to have boob.
Yes, or yeah. If you want to see Isabella or Dominic naked, those are possibly your best bets.
Though it's probably not a very high possibility.
No, not on a game from Steam. So, and also because we'll edit that out. we'll put flowers.
Everyone go, oh, look at that. Isabella's about to, and then blank screen.
And it's like, oh my God. Yeah, that's basically what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.